Welcome to round two. This is obviously a hand that I want to keep. I could just use the Transvest, just wait to use the Transvest the Overlord to go get a creature. But in this situation here, I think I'm just gonna use it turn one to go search for an island because I'm not likely to have Delirium all that early here. And if I play it plus the Boon of Emrakul, then eventually, I'll have Delirium earlier, meaning that this thing and this thing can come online on a better way. So let's go ahead and do this. Get the island. Alright, Sigarian Priest is a final. Drawing to more lands, which is, not a good news. Would rather have drawn into something like the fork in the road. That would be awesome. So is he going to attack with his Guardian Priest? He is. I could play a Boon of Emrakul, but I'm not. No, I don't think I'm gonna do that as of right now. Just play a Foul Blood here, which he can tap if he wants to. But I do have a removal spell ready, and I do have a human that's gonna come down next turn. Now I just need to, stop drawing lands because that's all I drew in this game. All forests. Alright, he's dragging my guy under. Seems fair. Alright, that's a nice one. So now I'm gonna play the survivalist. And next turn, if I happen to draw into a swamp, I can play these two. But I hope I don't, because frankly, I want to draw into threats here, not more land. It's certainly not what I need. If I am going to draw land, though, I'd rather it be a swamp, because if it's a forest, it's gonna be so bad. Let's see what he plays here. Maybe he plays something worthy for my Boon of Emrakul. I don't know if that quite qualifies. I think I'm not going to attack, and I'm going to play a Thraben Foul Bloods. No, leave us Dragoons, right? I mean, he can tap it. He certainly can. So yeah, I think I would rather just go ahead and play a Foul Bloods. 1, 2. No, I'm not sure. Maybe he's gonna forget. I mean, maybe playing the Oliva's Dragoons here is the best option because it allows me to discard cards on a will. I mean, on a whim to get Delirium, right? So yeah, that's what I'm gonna play here. Leave 3 mana open here, maybe representing a counter spell. So go ahead, not attacking. He's tapping my Dragoons. I mean, if he really wanted to get me, he could just tap it in response to my discarding a card for it. Right? If I went to block. But this way, he'd have one less mana during his turn. Alright, Fogwalker. Annoying card, but, not terribly problematic for me right now. Alright, so I'm going to start attacking this thing. I'm thinking he may have... nah, he doesn't, right? I was thinking he would have a block. Ooh, he's gonna... yeah, he can't tap it. I was thinking he could have a Silver Strike, the 4 mana white instant. Alright, well, I drew into a land, but at least it is a swamp. So let's... yeah, do we even attack? If we attack, we're gonna be trading it for the Sigarian Priest. But perhaps trading for a Sigarian Priest is actually nice here, so that's what I'm going to do. See if he triple blocks my guy. Nah, he chose not to. Sure. So, I think I'm going to play a Boon of Emrakul here, and then play the Thraben Foulbloods. At this point, we are very close to reaching Delirium here, so our guys will start getting quite big. So he's beginning combat, probably attacking me with his team, right? I mean, maybe not, because, yeah, alright, maybe he is. I was gonna say that I am actually winning this race, which is true. I mean, I'm not, right? Because he has much more life than I do. Ooh, alright. Oh yeah, that's problematic, isn't it? It is quite problematic. I guess I just die. I mean, luckily I have this guy, and I can actually chump one of his Fogwalkers. Okay. Morn Willow is actually fine, I guess. So that's what I'm going to take here. Uh, so we can play a Morn Willow and attack with our three guys here. Seems fine. Morn Willow won't do much, by the way, because we we don't have Delirium right now. But oh well. Let's attack, see what he does. If he takes it, I mean, are we even dead? I don't think so, right? We can block here and block here. We take 1, 2, 3, 4, not 6. It's fine. So he went down to 6. That is very interesting. Ooh, he has a Topolgeist. Yeah, guess that gets me. It's too bad. Guess this is, what I get for taking a bunch of damage on the first few turns of the game. So do bring in another Olivia's Dragoons? I'm thinking we might. Maybe Primal Druid isn't that great a card against him. I'm not sure. I think I want to bring in the Dragoons, but I'm not sure what I want to take out. The good thing about the Primal Druid is that he can block his guys, his Skulking guys. Well, that's not a, admittedly, that's not a giant problem for me because they don't hit very hard. So yeah, maybe I just take out a Primal Druid here. This means less creatures to sacrifice for the Eat of the Horde Swarm, but oh well. Guess that's the compromise we have to make. Let's play first. Yes, this hand is acceptable. I mean, not the best hand ever, but starting on turn 3, we can begin playing creatures that can hit fairly hard if he doesn't have a way to block them. And creatures with Delirium, we may draw into some Delirium enabler here yet. Alright, we're going to an island, which is, not the best thing in the world right now, but at least if we have a Gisangarov, we can make good use of it. Especially since we do already have a zombie here, so. Oh man, wish I had drawn this thing last turn. Alright, let's play a Foul Blood then. I guess it hits harder. And I don't think he's not going to have a spell to play during his turn, which means that my Hinterland Lager, if I had chosen to play it, would just get stopped by his Eliminator. Alright, again, we have a drag under here. and he starts hitting me not very hard, but in a very annoying manner. And this game is playing much like the last one, mind you. Had a turn 3 play that got dragged under, and then a turn 4 play in the form of the survivalists for in order to make room for a turn 5 playing two guys. Except that this time I'm actually going to be able to play both guys on turn 5. Right, Illuminator attacks me. Annoying as always. Fogwalker. Sure. Let's attack with our Delirium guy. He's probably gonna just take 4 damage. Can't see he doing anything else here. Oh, he has something. Just the wind, maybe? Man, such an annoying deck. If he has the thing that destroys a creature with power 3 or less, he can't actually do it. Obviously, because my guy has 4 power. So it just takes 4 damage. He may be just representing that. I mean, that's not gonna deter me. I'm gonna play a bunch of guys here that get hit by that card, but I'm not gonna stop attacking with them just because he represented those cards. I mean that card here right now. Man, I hope he is mana screwed here and he doesn't have a play this turn. That would be awesome. My guy would be a 4/2 trampler. I mean, he could always, leave both his guys back to double block and trade 1 for 1. But, I'm not sure he's going to even want to do that because that would put him at risk of getting blown out by a 2/1 or something like that. Alright, just leaving the 1/3 back, meaning that he probably has a spell. Alright, Silent Observer. That's a nice one, but not as nice as the Kessig Jar Swine. So either way, let's attack with both here. He could double block, but if he does, he's gonna lose one of his guys, and 1/1's fair to me. Whenever I find my Gisa and Geralf, I'll be able to regrow it. And also, it puts a creature onto my graveyard, right? Meaning that, I'm 1/4 of a way there to Delirium. There are actually cards that I could draw here to make me reach Delirium. Somewhat, in a somewhat easy manner. Alright. Ooh, Boon of Emrakul. I don't think we want to be playing that. This guy can attack our block. Just gonna go ahead and play a Kessig Prowler and say go. Don't really want to attack with a backward survivalist, or do I? Nah, I think I will attack. Now, if he has the 1 mana thing, he gets me. Yeah, I got no reason to do it. Simply put. Next turn I will, because I will have a 4/4. Alright. Dawn is an annoying card that... Yeah, I guess I could have attacked, because I then could have played a Boon of Emrakul on this guy here. But it wouldn't be a... Yeah. Not sure if I really wanted to do that, but oh well. Let's transform this thing. Alright, Olivia's Dragoons is actually a fine one here. So I guess I attack with both my guys. And I could even use a Boon of Emrakul if I really need to. But I'm not exactly thrilled about doing that. About just killing a Silent Observer. Alright, well. Guess I'll do this. And now I think, yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll do that. I mean, let's think for a second here. We could play a Boon of Emrakul, or I mean, what else could we do here? I mean, playing a Boon of Emrakul is fine because this way we get rid of that guy, and we can actually attack with our Olivia's Dragoons next turn. Because otherwise we won't be able to. You could just double block. So let's do this. Also help us reach Delirium here, even though Delirium is not exactly important for us right now, since all of our Delirium guys have been dealt with. I have two card types. I'm not playing that land because I want to use it for Delirium. To just discard it to my Olivia's Dragoons. Alright, Sigarian Priest is fine. Okay, this is actually kind of a perfect card here. Oh, he has a... Ouch! A Spell Queller? Jeez. That's quite something. I mean, I'm glad he I did that because, I mean, I wouldn't attack with my Olivia's Dragoons. But I'm glad, you know, he did that before I could even get a chance to attack. Man. He's gonna go down to 4 then. But then he's gonna be able to start just tapping down my guy, right? Alright, he's gonna go down to 4. I guess something like an Accursed Witch would be perfect for us here. Man, Spell Queller, huh? Hope I don't a removal spell. I'm not even sure what I have here outside of a Boon of Emrakul. Alright, he gains 2 life. And now he's gonna be able to start just tapping down my guy. Eh, that's a problem. I guess I'm gonna just go ahead and play a land. Say go, transform my guy. He's gonna be a werewolf. Ooh, he did not tap my guy. Now that's great. Can be blocked by more than one creature. So he basically missed the opportunity there to tap my guy, meaning that he will almost have to jump here. Yep, jumping with the Illuminator. Maybe he has some sort of combat trick. Hopefully not. I mean, there's no reason for him to block with the Illuminator unless he has a combat trick. Because otherwise he could just block with a token. Maybe he can just bounce my guy. Yeah, I don't think he has anything. I think he just goofed. Yep, lost his Illuminator. Now I'm going to transform my guy. Ha, what do you think of that? He can't really attack. Ooh, is that the Angel? Nice, the Stitchwing. Which is, you know, not exactly a fine card to see here. Alright, we have It of the Horrid Swarm, which is a card that we would have picked, right, with the Foul Emissary. Okay, so let's see whether he taps one of our guys this time. Yeah, he's tapping, and I am attacking with this. If he double blocks here, he at least goes down to 4. Alright. And then I get to play an It of the Horrid Swarm by sacrificing my Dire Swine here. And then I get to hope he doesn't have that guy that returns enchantments from the graveyard, right? Well, sack this thing. 1. So now he has actually 2 4/4 guys to deal with. meaning that he will certainly have to find some answers here. Maybe he even has the angel in his hand and just wanted to play this thing to make sure he could tap my guys, one of my guys. I mean, that's certainly possible because he's at a low enough life total that would not be a good idea to just tap out with no Sigarian Priest activations possible. Oh well, he has three cards in hand. Let's hope those are blanks. Nah, now he has the angel. Ooh, Drog Cavalry. That's an interesting card that could turn this game around. So let's see, if I attack with everything I have here, what could he do? Let's see, he can, let's see, he blocks here, blocks here, blocks here, and jumps. That cannot happen. He could, block here, block like here, here, and then jump with this guy. I actually think I'm just gonna attack with these two here and see what he does. He could just get my it of the Horde Swarm by blocking with Stitchwing plus Guardian Priest. Not even sure which of them I would kill. No reason to attack with my two insects because that would just give him, two free blocks here. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Alright, that I like much more because I get to get this thing back. Okay. Alright. I'll cast my guy from exile. Look at the top card of my library and find a perfect card, a Cursed Witch. I mean, it's a bit late because, make no mistake, that Drogskull Cavalry is gonna give me a hell of a time here. But oh, alright, I mean, next turn he gets to, if he did not play land, which is important, and alright, just made a creature, gained 2 life, went up to 6. So next turn I guess I do attack with my team here, right? Alright, has a Tapo guy, so gonna gain 2 extra life. Luckily he doesn't have the Delirium. Yeah, this game is gonna be tough to beat. This thing, once it gets online, it's pretty tough. I could draw into a removal spell here, the 6 mana one. That would be amazing. Or a Morn Willow. But I do not have Delirium. Man. That's so bad. But I think I may even win here. Let's see, if I play this thing and attack with everything, he could block like, let's see, this he blocks here, this he blocks here, this he blocks here, and this he blocks here, for example. He takes 3 damage. That's not enough. And my Accursed Witch doesn't even die, which is obviously a problem. This is tough. I guess I can try to wait one more turn, right? Let's attack with both these guys here this turn. The Predator and the Accursed Witch. And let's hope he doesn't have a land here. Let's hope he doesn't draw into a land. That would be very bad for us. But yeah, like, if we draw into a Delirium card, Delirium Enabler, then things could get pretty bad for him because we would just get to play Morn Willow. I mean, even a removal spell would be awesome because we would reach Delirium and then discard a forest for the Olivia's Dragoons, play a Morn Willow, and then that would be a problem for him. Oh man, that's a spirit. Yeah, well, I guess that certainly helps him stay in this game, right? Ah, that's so bad for me. I mean, I'm not giving up yet. Ooh, all right, that's a Delirium enabler. So let's see. He can make a crit. He's at 8 life, and I guess he comes pretty close to actually dying here. I mean, let's see. Let's play this thing. Hope he doesn't have removals, but if he does, then my math here is gonna be all messed up. Let's see if he wants to try to counter that. I don't think he does. And he even can't, right? I gotta remember to play a land before I play the Moon Willow. Otherwise, the convolute gets me good here. Alright, let's swamp my hand. Swamp on the graveyard. Let's play a swamp. 2, 3, plus 4, yeah. So let's count here. He can't block with this, can't block with this, and won't be able to block with the token. Meaning that he can block like here and can block here. And then he takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and loses 1 during his upkeep. So yeah, if this thing hits, then I think we shall be good to go here. One, two, three, four, five, six. See what he does. Man, will I actually have raised an active Drugsaw Cavalry? Oh, he has the Puncturing Light. Yeah, that's not good. Not good at all. At least, like, yeah, I'm not sure whether this saves him. I mean, yeah, it kinda does, right? Kinda does. Oh, he just takes 6 and he dies. Yeah. So he just blocks here and blocks there. You have to do this. I mean, even with this thing active, I believe it's gonna be tough here for him to do anything. Hopefully, I get the grapple with the past. That would be an awesome card to get back the Morn Willow. All right. So he takes only 3 damage. And again, I hope he does not draw into a land here because when he becomes able to actually make 2 guys in a single turn, that will be a problem for us. A big problem. I hope he's not a spirit either. Right, he just made a token, meaning that a grapple with the past should be good enough here for us. Oh, now he has that thing. Ah, yeah, that's a problem, isn't it? Ooh, Gisangarov though. Those are a nice one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see, we get to, man. If this thing had been a zombie, if only. Ah, right, there's a Crow of the Dark Tidings and there's a Thraben Foul Bloods. We are going to play the Foul Bloods and say go. Hope he again does not draw into a land, because that would be a problem for us. Next turn should be interesting if he does not draw into a land. Oh, he did. Then I guess this should spell game over, especially because I think I put the removal spell, the 6 mana removal spell on the bottom of my library. I mean, I guess I can always try to see whether he can lose on time here because he has a lot less minutes than I do at this point. Or I could lose, you know, on, thanks to my deck. That could also be. Oh, right. Okay, I guess this takes care of that. So I can play a crow before attacking and attack with everything, right? Alright, just conceded. Awesome. We would get rid of a bunch of lands there, which would be okay for us. Alright, Fabled Foul Blood has been a card that I really want to draw in this deck here. Yeah, maybe like the Crow of Dark Tidings here should not be that good. I'd rather have another Fabled Foul Bloods. I mean, the Crow at least helps with Delirium, but it's a card that's very dangerous to be replaying again and again with Gisa and Geralf, and he has a ton of cards that can block it very safely, so it's not a card that I really want here. So let's submit. Has 8 minutes, meaning that if the game goes the distance here, he could lose on time. That's not an unreasonable thought to have to keep in mind. Yes, I'll definitely keep. I mean, this hand is not the greatest ever, but I do have 2 mana, and I do have 2 cards for 2 mana that are great because this thing at turn 2 is nice. He may not have anything on turn 3. And Collective Brutality is obviously a great card, no matter what. So let's play this thing. Also, Collective Brutality is a card that can really help us with Delirium there. Oh, he attacks. Alright. If he attacks, yeah, I was thinking he wouldn't have a card here. Okay. I cannot think of a removal spell he could have here for 3 mana. Alright. Let's start beating him down then. Okay. Land. Come on, land. Yes. Man, playing an Accursed Witch here will be awesome. I mean, he may have the 4 mana one, but if he does, well, he can use it. Yeah, now he's at a low enough life total that an Accursed Witch will be an absolute nightmare for him. And with the amount of removal spells that I have here, things can get pretty hairy for him. Alright. Let's attack with both our guys here. If he blocks and tries a pump spell, we could, in response, just throttle his guy. Alright, let's play. Wait a second, do we want to play that thing? I'm afraid here he may have the Wrath. Yeah, I think I don't need to. Especially because I do have a throttle and a certain death. So I can probably kill whatever he plays during his turn there. Alright, finally drew into an island. Let's see if he can muster something here. Alright, a drag under. Yeah, 2 mana. Alright, well, I guess I can. I mean, Collective Brutality at some point here is going to be quite busted because you'll be able to even drain him for 2. Alright. 6 mana, there we go. Attack with this thing. Hopefully he doesn't have. I don't think he does. The removal spell, the 4 mana one. And I'm playing a direwolf. Hopefully this is it. I mean, he could play. What could he play here? It would have to be 2 creatures, but even 2 creatures would not Yeah, it would have to be a hell of a turn here for him. I have many ways to deal with creatures, and I have ways to deal damage to him. Yeah, I guess this guy, helps. He does. And I'm not about to waste a throttle on that guy because he may as well have something here. So, I mean, I could play this thing. I mean, play this thing, loses two. Nah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and attack here, see what he does. If I throttle his guy and he has some sort of bounce spell, that would be so bad for me. Alright, he's just jumping at this point. And then I get to play an Accursed Witch. Collective Brutality sadly is not a sorcery. I mean, it's not an instant, it is a sorcery. And Hero is gonna be hard pressed to come back from this, I think. Alright, there go our fall blows. We could even look at his hand with the Collective Brutality, but I don't think we need to. Alright, there we go. Look what he had. Puncturing Light, yeah, Puncturing Light did not work well this game. Alright, so see you round 3.